Hey, what's up, guys? It's Teens with a new review on the FreeFall pad, and it's featuring a bunch of unique aspects. So I really wanted to get a review out on this product. I did receive it a few months ago, and honestly wasn't too happy with the performance, but the quality was great, and it's quite innovative, especially in the space right now where mouse pads are getting a bit dry. So having a unique option out there is exciting to me. So I really just want to review this pad. I also wanted to get a Momento review out there since I did get that quite a bit ago, and I just was not too excited on that pad either. But after revisiting it, it has a certain aspect that a lot of people may enjoy. So thanks for tuning in. Let's get right into the review. So let's first talk about the FreeFall pad and what the price is. So this price is $35, which is insane. At first, I thought it was going to be around 40 to even 50 just because on the quality itself, but $35 is a great price point, and it should allow a lot of people to enter the space with a high quality pad that will last them a long time. Speaking of lasting a long time, they offer a lifetime warranty. I don't know what that covers, if that covers stitching or not, but the base and surface, I can tell you it's going to last a very long time. The only worry I have is the stitching. There is quite a bit of stitch fraying on the top, and the corners are inconsistent just with stitching itself. I did see on their Twitter recently that they upgraded their stitching and it's going to be smaller, more even, and higher quality. So that might be a fixed issue in the future, but currently at the product I have in hand, the stitch quality isn't the best durability wise. But the fact that they can even get this small of stitching on this stiff of a base is impressive at itself, because softer bases you can get really small stitching and it's a lot easier. Harder the base goes, the more difficult the challenge is. So it's just impressive that they got this small of stitching in the first place. So since I just covered the durability of this pad, which is one of the main factors I like to cover in pads, and the price point, of course, I really want to get into the surface and who this pad is going to be for what user. So this is a more of a abrasive pad with a faster speed. It's on the higher speed of abrasive pads, so it's going to be very similar to the Hien, but this is going to be quite a bit more consistent than the Hien, and it should last a lot longer. So I'm just going to be straight up, and I would prefer this pad over the Hien any day. But one major setback, in my opinion, of this pad is it's just too abrasive. I think they should have been a lot smoother, even though that might have decreased in speed. I think it would be a lot more comfortable on the skin and provide less friction across the skin. If you watched my previous review, I mentioned the friction across the skin is a major factor for me, and there's just a lot of added friction across the forearm. So if you're an arm aimer, this might be a minus for you, but for most cases, it won't be too bad. And after hours of using it, I kind of got used to the roughness. So that's just a little preference thing I want to mention. So they also promote this as a control pad, which doesn't really make sense to me because it's fast. It's not a control pad. It's probably one of the more faster heavily textured pads I've used. So I would just stay away from that label of control, and it's more speed. But I do think they are having different surfaces on this base and offering different bases in the future. So I would look out for that, because I'm just not the biggest fan of the surface. But yeah, so speaking on the surface, another most important factor of a mouse pad is the base. And this base is unique. They have a silicone mixture of multiple different type of mixtures and products in it. It's custom branded, which is great. But it's extremely mid. Stiffness is insane. So it basically feels like you're playing on a hard pad, which I'm not a big fan of, because if I want to use a hard pad, I would use a hard pad. So if I want speed in a hard pad, I would just use a sky pad, any sort of glass pad, because it kind of just offers that. So a lot of people will like the mid base because it offers consistency rather than extra soft, which you may vary in pressure. But with extra soft and soft, it really just allows me to get the extra stopping power I need when I need it. And with this, I just kind of slip more with my shots, and my wrist hurts a bit more, and fingertips after a long time of playing, since my mind is still trying to dig in a little bit to get that stopping power I need, which I don't have. But I know a lot of people are hyping this base up, and a lot of people love the fact that it's extremely, extremely mid. So also one little just like, if I'm nitpicking here, I can feel the logo under the surface of the silicone part. And I did mention them to this, and they might try to fix this in the future, but I don't really know. I kind of doubt that. So if I'm moving my finger across the surface where the logo is under it, I can actually feel like the gap or the kind of embossment of the base. Does that affect me in game? No, it doesn't at all. I just really wanted to get that out there. But yeah, that's pretty much it from the base and overall quality of this pad. And I would definitely recommend it for the price tag for any enthusiasts or anyone that loves the Heian but just wants an overall better and longer lasting pad. Definitely pick this up. So now let's get into the Momento by Superbeings Lab. This is a hybrid textured type of pad, more on top of the balance or the speed side of balance, and it's offering at $40 plus shipping, I believe. And this was released quite a bit long ago, so it's a bit outdated in the current market, in my opinion. The stitching is very lacking. It's above the surface, pretty thick, and the base is just a normal rubber base, more soft side of foam densities, which is fine. I don't mind rubber, honestly, as long as the stitching is good, which the stitching is not that good, I will be honest. But the best part of this pad is the surface. The surface is a smooth hybrid-like surface that offers a bit more speed, and it reminds me heavily of the First War, and the First War is my baby. That's my favorite hybrid-like surface because it offers a smooth surface while remaining the speed, and that's exactly what this pad is. So the surface is fantastic, and that's probably why everyone loves this pad. But I will say it's just super similar to the First War, so comparing the two, they're almost identical. But both the pads I love, and this pad is awesome too. But for the price of $40, I do think it's quite a bit overpriced, considering it's a smaller size, we're stitching, and the only really aspect of this pad is the design and the surface, and nothing more in my opinion. But they do have the Memorial Pro that just released as a pre-order, and the quality has skyrocketed on that project, and it comes in $50, which is the higher end of prices, but I think it's worth the price. So the fact that this is a new company and they're already trying to upgrade their previous products is a great factor, and I hope to have a review on that pad soon in the future. And I believe that pad is going to be a next big thing for control pads. So that's pretty much all I had to say about this company and this pad, since I'm not the biggest fan of this product, truthfully, but I would expect great products from them in the future. So thank you guys for watching this review on these two pads. I hopefully will release 2 more mousepad reviews in the future, new products, and I want to review this Deluxe M800 soon. So yeah, thanks guys for checking out. Peace.